Guys, and now for the taste test. Here is the moment of truth. Are they crunchy and are they perfect? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be making a low carb cracker that's made with 6 ingredients. These are going to be perfect and crispy and crunchy to use as a dipper with your salads. There's so many functions for this and you guys are gonna be obsessed. All right guys, so now we're gonna move on to mixing all of our ingredients. So we have 1 cup of water in our main bowl. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the psyllium husk. So the psyllium husk is gonna be like our little glue. And we're just going to slowly mix it into the water and get that well incorporated before we throw in the rest of our ingredients. Okay. Beautiful. And now let's just throw everything in. So we have our pumpkin seeds. Now this is a seeded cracker. There are some that you can make with almond flour and coconut flour and actual nuts. So let me know if you guys want a cracker that has almond flour or coconut flour. This one does not. It is literally just a seeded cracker. So here we have our pumpkin seeds. We're gonna get that in there. So for the seeds, you wanna try and get seeds that are finer just because it's gonna lend to a more even texture, and it's also gonna be like crunchier. So here we have our hemp hearts. And then these are just white sesame seeds. Right? We have our chia seeds. These are little sunflower seeds. And our salt. Beautiful. And you're gonna actually let this sit for a bit because it is going to thicken. So you'll see that it's already thickening now. And it will turn into kind of like a little paste that I'm gonna show you right now. And then we will move on to the next step, okay? So this is where we're at right now. We're gonna actually let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before we move on to the next step. And this is the texture that you are looking for, okay? All right guys, so I just wanted to show you the texture. This is our mixture, our cracker mixture after about 15 minutes of just hanging out. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our next step. We have our baking, you can use whatever you have, like a cookie sheet, whatever. We're using this parchment. So the parchment doesn't go all over the place. We're going to spray some avocado oil. That's gonna be like our glue. Okay, now we put our parchment down, see? Doesn't go all over the place. Beautiful. And now we're gonna spray it on top. Okay, and now we put our cracker. We're going to try to spread this out as thin as possible because we want it to get super crispy and crunchy. And then we're gonna make something super delicious, so stay tuned so you guys can see what we are making with these crackers. Okay guys, so now obviously you want to make sure that your oven has been preheated to 350 degrees. We're actually going to bake these for about 30 minutes, and then in between the baking process there is a step to it, so I'm going to show you that once we get to that. But let's first get these into the oven. All right guys, so we pulled out our crackers at 30 minutes. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna score. So we're going to score our crackers, and then when we're done, we're gonna place them back into the oven. And the reason why we're doing this is so that once they're actually done, it's easy to break apart, because once it's really, really hard, when you try breaking it, it's just like you're gonna have, uneven pieces. So now at least you're gonna have your little squares. I made smaller ones, medium, and some bigger ones at the end because we're gonna do different things with them, fun little things. So I'll show you once they're all done. So now that we're done, this is what it's gonna look like. Beautiful, perfect. And we're gonna put them back into the oven for 15 more minutes. All right, guys, so we got our crackers out of the oven and just have some little cheeses here with some spread that we're gonna use after. But I've let them cool down, of course, and I just wanna show you how they break once, because we've scored them. See? Extra crispy, so these are all beautiful. You wanna make sure that you spread your cracker mixture really thin so that it's nice and crispy, because if not, you'll end up with some that are a little thicker and less crispy. We don't want that. So just make sure that you use a larger, larger pan, whatever you need. All right, guys, so now it's time for the taste test. We have our crackers, we have our berry preserves or jam, or what is it, the compote or whatever. But anyway, this is homemade. I love the fact that we can just throw some ingredients together. You have crackers, we have our spread, we have some cheeses here. So this here is a truffle cheese. I will leave everything linked down below, but it actually has real pieces of truffle. Can you believe that? Like real pieces of truffle. So we're gonna go ahead and get a little piece to put onto our cracker. And let's go ahead and get a little crispy. It's probably a lot of cheese. Let's just get some. Let's not go overboard, Myra. Let's not go overboard here. Okay. And now we're gonna get a little bit of this berry jam. Put it on top. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys, and now for the taste test. Here is the moment of truth. Are they crunchy and are they perfect? Crunchy. Oh yeah. Oh my God, it's like the perfect combination. Everything is so good. Wow. All right, guys, so this is such a, what's the word? Like an essential for starting like a low carb keto diet, because what do we miss the most? We miss crunch, we miss texture, right? So this here you can put it on a charcuterie board, you can just carry it like as a snack in your bag, you can do what we did here. I mean, crackers and cheese, you name it. And it's super cost effective, and it's the bomb. It's so good. You guys have to try this. I cannot wait for you guys to make it. Make sure that you guys tag me when you do. I love seeing all your recreations. I'm gonna leave the recipe link down in the description below for you. It's actually gonna take you to lowcarblove.com, which is my website. I have a lot of printable recipes. This one will be in there, along with exclusive recipes that I don't share anywhere else. So make sure you check that out. And if you guys still want a little more of me, make sure you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I share just more recipe ideas and a glimpse into my everyday life. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.
Did you get the photos of her biting it? Okay.
They're loading, hold on.
Wait, because she's gonna take another bite right now. Look at her, look at her, look at her.
Oh, that's
Is that
a
what
good
you
one.
need?